Hi everyone, how have you all been doing? Here am I again amidst all these noises because I'm living near the road, bringing you a video about baking soda. You must have seen so many clickbait videos on this, but what I'm gonna show you today and tell you today is my real experiences with baking soda. I'll tell you everything very short and sweet. Let's get to the video. Before that, this is a Kulwadi Chow Prior purple. I cannot take credit for the blooms, however. It came to me like this. This was a recent purchase. So let's get back to the video. These two vendors are recovering from a root rot. This is Vanda Corneals Cilius and this is Vanda Tentai Purple. Both didn't go under quarantining after being imported, and the seller sold it to me. So they totally developed a root rot, partly also because I wasn't here and I wasn't watering. You guys know that orchids can develop root rot when they are not being watered also. So what I did was I cleaned it all up and then just dumped both of them bare rooted into these cylindrical clay pots and left it, and I sprayed the baking soda solution, left it bare root. Meanwhile, I sprayed fertilizer also, which is a 10-52-10 or a high phosphorus fertilizer you can purchase from your local store. So that would do the trick. They started changing. I also sprayed a high nitrogen fertilizer simultaneously with the high phosphorus fertilizer. That's why the green is back. The plants look like they are ready to die, ashy colored and dried and very limp. But baking soda is the thing that did the trick to stop the root rot. That is the first point here. You can stop a root rot by spraying baking soda. The second tip I will bring you with my Hoya Curtsii. Right? This had so much of fungal nads on all the new root tips, all the new vines, all these new leaves, and there are still more fungal nads left from where the baking soda solution did not touch, right? But all the top of the leaves are clear from the fungal nads. You can see here also these leaves are already on their way out, even though they are new, because of the damage from these fungal nads. This plant was covered. I cannot take this Hoya away out because it's already tangled up on the bar. So it was very hard to get to all the nooks and crevices of this Hoya Curtsii to be sprayed. That's why there are a few more left, and most of it has died. Right? That's another point, a reason where you can use baking soda on fungal nads. If you are repotting, you can clean your media, your pot, your plants, everything in a baking soda solution. That's what I did, right? And then repot. These are some of the species, epidendrum types in Sri Lanka, which I wanted to bring to the balcony, and I wanted to be sure that these does not have any kind of pest or any fungal damage before I bring them and get them with my other orchids and Hoyas on this balcony, because formerly this had a thrip damage, right? So to be sure that all the thrips are done and dusted, I sprayed it and I brought it here. Same with this mini fel, a lot of thrip damage because I wasn't here, and things could overtake my plants when I'm not caring for them. What I did was I flushed it with a baking soda water, so all the nooks and crevices are touched. I put water onto the top of the cover pot and then kept on raising this and putting this down like this motion. Then everything will get washed away, and I sprayed every nook and corner before I brought this upstairs, and now there is a new leaf. So baking soda helped this to survive. The main reason behind spraying baking soda is that even the daintiest new leaves will not be harmed by spraying baking soda because of its alkaline properties. It would definitely take care of the whole plant without destroying it, but killing only the pests. As I told you, every new leaf was covered with fungal gnats, right? And every day I was manually removing them at the risk of the natural oils on my fingertips. No matter how much I wash them, would have gotten onto the leaves and it would have made them drop, because of the damage that I am causing by manually trying to remove them, right? So if there is a huge fungal gnat problem, there is no way that you can manually remove and keep on removing them every day. So that is why I quickly sprayed this, and you can be sure that the new leaves will not be hurt by spraying baking soda solution. Let me tell you how I sprayed baking soda on them. It's a 1 heap teaspoon if the baking soda is old or weak for 2 liters of water, or a level teaspoon of highly potent baking soda if you are using the baking soda box for the very first time and it's newly bought, and when you look at the dates that it's newly manufactured. So these are the things that you can use baking soda on. The thrips or fungal gnats or any kind of pest will die on the spot. Your new leaves will not drop. Dainty smallest one will never drop. You don't have to touch the leaf to remove the dead remnants. They will fall off when you are watering or fertilizing, and you can simultaneously spray baking soda with fertilizer on your orchids or Hoyas. So before you repot and after a bacterial or a fungal damage or a pest damage, if you think of putting them back with your orchids, you can spray baking soda as well as when you're repotting and you need to clean all your media, the roots of your plant or the whole plant itself. Baking soda will be a very slippery kind of a consistency when diluted with water, but it's totally safe on orchids and Hoyas. And if they are safe on new leaves of Hoyas, I can pretty much be sure that it will be really great on any other plant also. So you guys can try this. And I didn't want to say something. I will never say something that I have not tried and trusted, just to make a video. This is my own experience, and I saw it within 2 to 3 days. And the best thing is, every 4 to 5 days you can spray baking soda if you see new fungal nads or any kind of dehydration sign on your orchid or Hoya. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.